Chris Blunt came into the world May 13, 1962. As a youngster growing up in suburban Detroit, he was active in everything from the Cub Scouts to high school football. After high school, Chris went on to study at the University of Michigan, graduating in 1984. But a cold call in 1986 from investment executive Ross Richards would go on to change Chris's life and send him on a trajectory as a successful financial advisor and sales manager. His continued thirst for lifelong learning led him to pursue an MBA in finance from the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business in 1990. Chris has held a variety of senior marketing and distribution roles throughout his career in the investment management industry, from Merrill Lynch, Mercury Funds Distributors, Goldman Sachs Funds, New York Life Investments Group, to his present position as Senior Managing Director and CEO of Blackstone Insurance Solutions. Chris hasn't been all business, though. He married the love of his life, Gretchen Nickel, who Chris says is the glue that keeps their family together. They enjoy a lot of mutual interest, including traveling and hiking. They also have 2 children, daughter Sarah, a Brown University grad, who is now a successful scientist and accomplished cellist, and son Sam, also a Michigan grad, now a New York Life agent. Chris has shared his love of sports with Sam, which has enabled them to spend a lot of quality time together, from coaching young Sam's Little League teams to hitting the links. Chris's association with the American College began with a request from his longtime associate at New York Life, Fred Sievert.
Let me give you some background on Chris that indicates why he's so deserving of this honor. When I retired from New York Life, we had to replace me with a successor who would represent New York Life at the college on the Board of Trustees. And I immediately thought of Chris Blunt as the right guy. And even though he was an investment guy at the time, I knew we had to have him on the board. And the reason was we had just come through a period where we sold the property in Bryn Mawr, we leased it back, and we paid off all of our debts and liabilities, and the net assets of the college got down to $13 or $14 million. And so Chris was the right guy to come in, given his investment background. And he served for 6 years as a co-chair of the investment committee with Ron Long. And they did a spectacular job. That $14 million low point, as we speak today, we have $112 million of net assets. So I'd say Chris is very deserving of this honor.
Chris is a really warm, caring person. And I think a lot of people know that when they meet him. He just gives back. He really cares. I'm really glad that Chris is getting the Hall of Fame award this year.
You know, he's very involved with his family, his community. He's very philanthropic. He's very proud of his family.
Chris's giving back has taken many forms, from volunteering as the chairman of the board of the YMCA of Greater New York, to giving generously to the American College's Penn Mutual Center for Veterans Affairs scholarship program.
We created something called the Penn Mutual Center for Veterans Affairs. Just as we got started and we were looking for financial support, I was informed that Chris, on his own, gave us $100,000 in his father's name, which I thought was extraordinary. He was very close to his dad, and he wanted to honor him, so he created this scholarship program in his dad's name.
It was so much fun calling Chris to let him know that he was the Hall of Fame winner. And I said that not only were you nominated, but a unanimous decision to become our Hall of Fame winner. And it struck me how humble Chris is. There was silence on the other end of the line, and he finally came and goes, "Me? You know, why me? There are so many other deserving people that have given so much of their time and their treasure to the college that you could tell he was overwhelmed of being nominated the Hall of Fame winner."
He's a very avid Michigan fan and a very loyal alumni and very supportive of the phenomenal sports team of his alma mater.
Chris has that it factor, that leadership quality. You want to work for him, you want to follow him, you want to listen to him. He just has it. He had a huge impact on the American college. He changed the way that we operate today. The New York Life's and Chris's support of the Retirement Income Center, we wouldn't have the RICP without them.
It's important for him that the advisors are educated and they're doing the right things for the clients, and not for the short term, but for the long term.
Chris, I consider you a great friend. I am proud to know you, and I'm so happy that you're getting this award. You really deserve this award. Welcome to the Hall of Fame of the American College.
The 2018 inductee to the American College's Alumni Hall of Fame, Chris Blunt.